Welcome back. Today we are looking at how to connect the Uniden wireless microphone to the TYT TH-9800 ham radio. So this is the Uniden BC906W, Bravo Charlie 906 Whiskey. And this is just a wireless microphone that connects wirelessly to a dongle that then has a Uniden 6-pin microphone connector on it. So here's the document I made. The Uniden 6-pin connector has transmit audio on pin 1, receive control on pin 2, which I've never used, transmit control PTT on pin 3, receive audio in on pin 4, 5 is ground, 6 is hot. Supposedly it can take as low as 8 volts, but I'm using 12 volts and not having any issues. So coming out of the TYT radio, we've got a, a terminal block adapter, a screw terminal block adapter. So this takes the 6 connectors in the microphone plug and exposes them to screw down terminals. And you can see here we're only using 3 of them. We're only using the ground, the transmit audio, and the PTT. The other things we'll need for the Uniden wireless mic are receive audio and the power. So what I've got here, I've got my power coming in. So what I did was I just made a jumper that goes between my radio and my battery that all it does is jump out an extra 12. So it's basically a splitter. It spits out an extra 12 volt line. So we're not going to use the ground from the power supply. We're not going to use the ground. So I've still got to clip that. I'm going to button this up and attach it to the side of this radio. Don't need the ground. And so we've got and I've also got a switch here. This is not necessary. You can just bypass this switch and go directly to pin 6 on the female. No, that would be the male connector. Let's see. That is. I've got some more here somewhere. That's these guys. So the radio plugs in. Radio plugs in that side, and then you solder your wires to those pins. All right, so we've got the power. We've got the 3 leads coming from the radio. Again, that's transmit audio, ground, and PTT. And then last, we need an audio in for the Uniden 6-pin connector. This radio, some radios do give you a conductor here with audio out of the radio into the mic. This one does not. This radio does not. So I'm using the speaker out of the radio. And again, we've already got a ground over here, so we don't need the grounds from the power supply or from the audio. So you can see here the black wire, that's the ground for the audio, not using that. And I've just got the this is a stereo cable, so I've got the left and right merged here. They come together, and then they're going into, what did I say? Pin audio. Yeah, pin 4 on the Uniden 6-pin connector. I've got another document I've made right here that I'll show you in a minute. All right, so for the Uniden connector, we need pins 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't need pin 2. So pin 1, transmit audio. That's going to be audio coming out of the mic to the radio to be transmitted. That is going from pin, let's see, transmit audio. That's going from pin 5 on the Uniden connector to, that's pin 1 on the Uniden connector to pin 5 on the TYT. That would be this wire right here. And then we've got, so that's pin 1. Receive controls pin 2 on the Uniden connector. We don't need that. Pin 3 is transmit control, aka PTT. That's going to pin 6, or to conductor 6 on the TYT mic connection. Then we have receive audio. That's audio coming in from the radio out to the microphone. That's the speaker outline that goes to pin 4 on the Uniden 6-pin connector. Pin 5 on the 6-pin connector is the ground, and that is going to the ground out of the mic connection, which is pin 4. So that takes care of all 3 of our connections here. And then we've already talked about power in. That's going to pin 6, which is in the middle. So that takes care of everything we need for the microphone connection. So again, like I said, I have a switch here so I can turn this wireless dongle on and off, because I'm using a battery as a power supply. It's just a 10 amp hour battery pack I made with a meter and some power pole connections. And if the radio is off, I have no reason to be powering this using up the battery. It doesn't use a lot of battery, but it uses a little bit. So I can turn it off with a switch. So you don't need the switch. You can just run your 12 volt hot directly into pin 6 of the Uniden 6-pin connector. All right, so let's test it out. Switch on, and we'll see that light come on. All right, so now it's looking for a connection to the microphone. Let's turn on the microphone. They're connecting. When it's solid, it will be connected. All right, so that's connected. So now we can look over here. And so I'm using the right side. So this is a dual VFO radio. I've got the left side turned completely off. The right side, I should say, volume all the way down, squelch all the way at its maximum setting, so nothing gets through. So I'm using the right side here. So we'll just test out. We'll see if it keys up. Looks like it does. All right. I'm going to step away and test a little bit. Actually, I just realized that I've got a microphone on my shirt, so I can't do that. But I will put this radio. Check, check. Check 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. All right. And then, this radio will already receive this, and it'll show it's receiving. But to test it coming out of the mic, I'm just going to hold this mic up to my microphone. Check 1, check 2, 3. I've got a little bit of an echo because I've got audio coming out of this back into this. All right, so it works. Yeah, so here's a document I made. So this is this RJ12 screw terminal block adapter. This is telling you the pin numbers on there after you plug it into the TYT TH-9800. These are the solder pins on the back of the male connector. Let me get that bag out. Let me just pull one out of the bag. All right, so this is the side that your Uniden microphone will plug into. This is the back side. These are the pins that you'll solder to. These pins here are what you're looking at right here. Just like that. So these are this is where you'll solder your wires onto your Uniden 6-pin connector. Or this is a Uniden 6-pin male connector. Let's see if we cover everything. Oh yeah, this also works for the Yaesu FT-8900, because this TH-9800 is just a knockoff. It's a cheap clone of the Yaesu FT-8900. It's just it seems like a lot more people have these 9800s than I've seen that have the 8900, even though I'm sure that, this is a decent radio. I'm sure this is a really good one. Same functionality, but this one can be a little questionable sometimes. Sometimes this left channel, I'm using the right channel because this left channel starts whining sometimes on receive. So I don't ever use the left channel. All right, so there's some instructions All right, so I'm going to go ahead and button this up. Since we're here, I'm going to button this up and kind of show the finished product. I got it buttoned up now. So this is, got some solder on there. Okay, maybe the solder will stay on there. So yeah, I've got it buttoned up. So now this is on the side of the radio, the transmitter, or the connection, I should say. All right, so, oh yeah, I guess I'll turn it on. Look for a light. Wait for it to connect. Oh. Wait for it to connect. All right, it's connected. Looks like it works. Yeah, this is going to some family's house that not big into radio. I just wanted a good way for them to communicate with me easily from about 6 miles away. So this will be in their garage attached to an antenna. This will be in the house. So if they want to talk to me, and they can do exactly that. All right, let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Please like and subscribe if you have not already. Thank you very much.